Criminal Interrogations and Confessions by Fred E. INBAU, John E. Reid, Joseph P. Buckley, and Brian C. JAYNE. This was a mammoth book to read. It was over 626 pages, I think. I didn't read it from start to finish at first because I got bored with it. I'd sit it down, then I'd read up to half, and then I would ask myself, why am I reading this? But since I was halfway through it, I had to finish it, and I did. I finished the entire book. Why did I read this book? Because I wanted to learn about police interrogations. Although I could have probably watched a dozen YouTube videos and got the same information. But at least in this book, my suspicions were verified, let's say. Such as the trickery that goes on in an interrogation room. Cops are allowed to lie to their victims. I say victims because it's like being a victim inside an interrogation room, even though they do oftentimes interrogate criminals, but these criminals are at the mercy of the police officers or detectives who are interrogating them. Now, I wrote just a couple pages of notes here, and I just want to go over a few things. So here's what I think. Here's my advice to you concerning interrogation. 1, don't ever talk to police. Don't do it, no matter who you are. Even some of the smartest people talk to police, and it's a big mistake. Don't talk to police. When a cop wants to question you, you say, I want a lawyer. Don't say, I think I need a lawyer, or I might need a lawyer. You say, I want a lawyer. Those exact words. I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer. 2, never, ever, 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 ever agree to be interviewed in an interrogation room by a cop or detective or whomever without a lawyer. You do not want to be in that interrogation room. I don't care who you are, whether you're innocent or guilty. You don't want to be in that room without a lawyer. And a lawyer would probably tell you, you don't want to be in there either. Listen to me. After reading this book, I can tell you with certainty that you do not want to be in that room, okay? You can think that maybe you'll beat the interrogator. You won't. Even after reading this book, I don't think I could beat an interrogator. I'm just saying, you don't want to be there. 3, the majority of interrogations are conducted under circumstances in which the interrogator does not have evidence that implicates the suspect. Let that sink in. I'm going to read it to you one more time. The majority of interrogations are conducted under circumstances in which the investigator does not have evidence that implicates the suspect. Many times, the only evidence the officers have is a confession. Hence, my advice about not going into that room, because the chances are you may confess. The cop will make you feel like he's your best friend, or you need to get this off your chest. I've heard that before, watching interrogation videos. You need to get this off your chest. Just be a man. Tell me what happened. Why would you do that? Why? Why? You're going to spend a lot of time in prison if you... I mean, I'm not telling you to commit crimes. Don't commit crimes, obviously. But here's the deal. We live in a country where pretty much everything is a crime. So everybody's a criminal. It's good to know. It's good to know some things here. But save yourself the time. Just don't be in that interrogation room. Take my advice. Don't talk to cops. Ask for a lawyer. Or, no, you don't even say, you don't ask for a lawyer. You just say, I want a lawyer. You demand a lawyer. Because once you demand a lawyer, the cops can't question you anymore. Unless you're an idiot and you start talking anyway. So, if you think that this book will help you beat a confession, you're probably wrong. But if you are an aspiring lawyer or you want to get into law enforcement, you'll probably have to read this book. Now, I'm not aspiring to be a lawyer or a police officer, in fact, but I really wanted to read this book because I'm interested in the subject. Now, just so you know, I read this whole thing from beginning to end. Let's see, I even have my notes in there and stuff. Well, anyway, that's all I got. Talk to you later. Bye.